Alrighty, traders, let's get ready for another amazing week ahead. I'm really excited. Are you excited? And I want to go across, I'll probably just look at all the different markets I want to show you there. What's happening now. This is going to be more based on short-term technical analysis. Plus, I might add some other big, longer-term stuff as well too. But this is short-term technical analysis. Some really key areas, key points we need to be focusing on for when it comes to these markets. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, grab that trading course. It's free right now. Someone said to me in the chat box below yesterday, John, there's nothing for free. Yeah, this is for free, right? Well, you can actually pay for it if you want to. That's okay. You can pay for it because I used to charge for this course. It's actually a full trading course. And I promise you that you will learn more powerful strategies in this course than any other course that's going to give you, 50 billion modules. So make sure you go grab that course, guys. It's going to help you. And put it this way, it's the only trading course you will need. I've been trading now for almost 19 years myself. Actually, I think it's close to 19 years myself. So the whole thing about that is that I've done some really bad mistakes and focused on the wrong things and been doing the wrongest things. And that's what I've actually put in that course. And you get it for free. I even teach you my #1 trading system that I trade for free as well too. I literally just give it to you for free. Let's get straight into the Dow Jones, shall we? So let's go look at the Dow Jones. So the big thing I'm noticing on the Dow Jones is indeed, firstly, we've actually held above this trend line here, which is definitely giving me, I had the word connections. What is that? What does that mean? What does connections mean, guys? What does connections mean? Leave a comment. I don't know why, but that word just came into my mind, connections. And it's probably not the right wording using in the context of what I'm trying to say right now, but it gives me a bit of a warning sign of what's happening here, right? So the first thing that I did notice on the Dow Jones is we can see that firstly not only did we break above this line here, but we actually made this higher high through here, and now we've had a pullback, and now we're actually finding support level through here. So the really interesting thing that I'm noticing when it comes to this level through here is it's definitely finding a lot of support of that there. And the really interesting thing also, if you really look at it right, through every bit of fear and doubt we actually had about the markets, the Dow Jones was only down about what? What was that? What was the Dow Jones down? But what, like 10% or something? So out of every single bit of fear that happened all of last year, the Dow Jones only ended up about 10 or so % down. Isn't that incredible, guys? This is the reason why, like, sometimes when we just not focus on the farts, the things that come out of people's mouths, which most of the time it's a whole bunch of crap anyway. So a bunch of farts, right? Not the farts, the charts, and that's where. And plus also we can see that's what's going on there. Oh, by the way, guys, as well too, right? Just remember too that something I was really thinking about this on the weekend. Crisis equals opportunity. Where are you focusing on crisis bad? Crisis good, right? Because it's two sides of the coin. Crisis is always good, right? Why? Crisis, crash, opportunity. So don't ever think recession bad all over. No. What happens through the economy? We go through crashes. Crashes equals opportunity, guys. Crashes are bad. It's only bad for you if you haven't been doing your study, you haven't been doing your analysis, you haven't been doing your homework on where we are in the big picture of things. Like, for example, for me, on the weekend, I studied Ray Dalio's Changing World Order, the Big Debt Crisis, the cycles of Big Debt Crises, et cetera, right? Because I'm still preparing myself for the big picture of where we're at in the big picture. And because when we actually could stand back and look at the forest from the trees of what's really going on in our markets, where we are, what's coming, and then what's coming after the coming, right? The second coming, right? That's right. Because the second coming, I promise you guys, the second coming, which simply just means what's coming, recession, what's coming after the recession, a massive reflation. And if you are not ready, you are going to miss out on one of the greatest buying opportunities you've ever seen. And I personally believe that's when the mining sector and silver and gold are going to go absolutely ballistic. Anyway, there's the long-term picture for you. I said I probably wasn't going to talk about the long-term picture, but there you go. There's the long-term picture. So the Dow Jones is holding here. The big thing I'm noticing here is is that it did start to develop this sort of bear flag formation here, right? Down, and we started to develop this sort of bear flag formation. But notice what's actually happened here. Now we've actually got a strong close above. We need to stay above here. If we stay above here, we're going to race back up, and we're going to start to have a nice move back up on the good old DJ, right? The good old Dow Jones there. So let's actually go to now the S&P 500. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 definitely found a lot of support here. The same sort of similar patterns that's actually forming on the Dow Jones, but it came down, found sideways, and now we're actually finding support level here. So this actually could be on the big picture things. On the big picture, looking at this here, looking at the weekly chart, this could be finding a this could be for the first time ever since this bear market started. We could be finding what? A strong higher low in the markets. We haven't got it yet. And then if we start to get that breakout, which is, if we go back to the daily chart now, if we continue this strong move up from here, right, we continue something like that, and a nice sort of strong move from there to there type of thing. If we continue that strong move, then it's probably likely to see a nice continuation of that move. Okay, so that's what we need to see. That's what we really need to keep an eye for. If we do get that, then we're probably going to see a really a strong rebound out of the markets. Now, why are the markets rebounding? Well, we can throw a lot of farts at this thing, right? There's that farts. Well, it's because the inflation is coming down. Well, it's because of interest rates. Well, it's because just focus on the chart. It's doing it because it's doing it. But why, John? Doesn't matter why. As I always say to my clients, right? Okay, cool. Why did the market go up today? Okay, cool. Let's go spend 3 hours trying to find out why the market went up today. Now, after 3 hours, you found out the reason why the market went up today. Fundamentally, blah, 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 right? You found the reason, but it took you 3 hours and you found out, oh my goodness, now I know why the market went up today. Okay, so how do you use all that information that you just found out to help you trade tomorrow? Oh shit, I can't, because I've just spent three hours wasting a whole bunch of shit time on nothing that's going to help me move forward. You'll be so much more productive, building, back testing, and so on and so forth with your trading. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, guys? So no one really knows, right? The talking heads are talking heads for a reason. No one really knows why things go up and why things go down. They just do, right? You don't know anything about a car, do you? Or probably some mechanics watching this video right now say, yes, John, I do. I'm like, oh, you are the 1%er. Right? We don't need to know the reason why. Just let go of what, but why? It just is. When you put your foot on the brake, there's things that happen that cause the car to slow down. I have no idea how all that happens. I don't need to know. I just need to know if I push this lever, it's going to do something to the car, right? So that's what's happening there on the S&P 500. Let's go have a look at the good old gold and silver. And this is one market, guys. This is one market that I've just been so surprised at. I did call a slingshot move, right? Where I caught a slingshot move back down here in November, and also getting into the November period. This is in gold, right? I caught a slingshot move, and I caught a move back up towards these all-time highs. I just didn't know that. I didn't know how it was going to happen. And by looking at this here, this is just a continued strong move to the upside. Really big, strong move. If I look at my weekly charts, if the only thing I can see is that we're getting very, very, very close to an area of sort of short-term resistance through here. So we may find a bit of a resistance here and then get a bit of a pullback, because we will get a pullback, guys. Right? But it's just that the gold has been really, 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 really strong through here. So we're almost at that level through there. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we actually possibly did actually hit that and maybe get a bit of a backing pattern out of that. Backing pattern as like a bit of a pullback. We also can see we're in this sort of channel formation, aren't we? From there to there. So we're in this overall channel formation. And that's what we're looking at from that point of view there. Let's go have a look at silver. Now, the big thing about silver that I'm noticing, if I bring up my weekly charts, look where silver actually hit its head. It ran right up. It actually hit its head right at that level of resistance, and now we're actually holding here. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see silver actually have a bit of a pullback. There's a whole bunch of support level around that, maybe $22 level, maybe even a bit higher, but let's actually do that there, maybe a bit higher. So I wouldn't be too surprised now to see silver actually have a bit of a pullback, not a changing trend. I think silver's starting to really gallop big time. And I do see silver, to me, is probably going to start doing something like this where it comes back down and then we get the breakout. If we do get something like that, guys, overall, then silver's probably going to make an extraordinary quality move to the upside. So get ready for that, because once this breaks out of here, silver could be just getting ready to take off like a rocket. And what makes me say that is if we squeeze our charts up, what has silver been doing all of this time? This is a massive bull flag that's been developing now for, let's go check out. For 2.5 years, we've been developing this massive bull flag in silver on the weekly charts. If we start to get this breakout, guess what's coming? The second coming is coming early. Right? So let's go have a look at the mining sector. GDX. The GDX, this is where the mining sector still gets me a bit. We're still in a bit of a pullback phase when nothing's changed here. Down, and we're still going like that there, right? So again, we're probably going to get something like that, and then maybe something like that, but we're still in a big downward trend. Nothing has actually changed through here. Looking at the actual short term, again, we're still in a nice upward phase through here. But I wouldn't be too surprised if we have a look at, say, that level through that next resistance level is up there, maybe 33. So it may get to 33. So we may actually get to 33, and then that looks like it. Then we may get that pullback through there. So it's just when it's not strong, you know what I mean? Like everything's looking very, very, very weak through here. We're not getting any strong movement through here. So again, that weekly chart, guys, we're still in this overall sort of downward sort of trend formation through here. Looking at the GDXJ, the same sort of thing. GDXJ to me, guys, is my baby, because once again, the exact same thing as silver. Look at this here. Look at that. Look at that massive bull flag that's been forming. Once we start to get the breakout, by the way, I'm long the mining sector right now, guys. I have been long, and every month for quite some time I've been adding it. Oh, that's not true. The last few months I've been buying more gold, the bond market, etc., with my investing account, that is, for long-term investing account. But looking at this level right here, right now, is that we can see that once we actually really start to gallop out of this level here, mark my words, guys, when the market does this for a long time, when we compress and we just do nothing for a long time, the mining sector is getting ready for fireworks. Absolutely fireworks in the markets. So I wouldn't be too surprised, guys, to see some really big moves coming out of the mining sector, especially especially over the next few years. We're probably going to start to get heated up. But when we do start to gallop, and we start to make a really big move, the move is going to be such. You think the crypto move is going to. You think the crypto move was big. You ain't seen nothing yet, especially when it comes to what's happening and what's coming in the mining sector.